my favorite Airbnb products right now. Let's jump right in. All right, welcome back, Airbnb family. So products matter. You can't just put up a property and have a bunch of junk products and expect to make money. You're gonna get bad reviews. There's some things that you should try to get on the cheap, sure. There's some things that if you're gonna overspend, you should spend some real money on some stuff because they matter to guest experience. Some items that you never even knew that probably are necessary to your operation if you wanna have more than one property, or even one if you have one like good sized property. So why did this come up? Why am I talking to you about these things? Well, I'm in Houston, and I'm trying to save 8 properties right now. You're gonna see a couple videos on this later. There's a gentleman who's a fan of the channel. He did a call with me on Clarity once. We talked out some of his stuff, and he's got a ton of properties in the Philippines. And he's got 8 properties here in Houston, and they just weren't going well. He got bad reviews, and then they got paused. And then he couldn't get good people, and it was just this cyclical problem where he's just getting trashy guests, and he couldn't get a good price. And so we're gonna go over that later. But essentially he wanted out of these 8 units, and of course he's stuck in some leases, so he asked me to come and do a takeover. So I'm here in Houston in the process of doing a takeover, and that's what all this stuff is behind me. Is all that we bought like 8 apartments worth of stuff. So as I'm buying stuff, I'm like, man, there's some stuff that I really like, and we should probably talk about it because we don't talk enough about what you need in your Airbnb property. So speaking of, we gave away some free stuff, and it's about time to announce who won. We gave a Blink XT2 camera away, and we gave away a MINUT Point security system away. So if you didn't watch the previous video, like my favorite home security stack, which we did months ago, you don't need to know this. So in the meantime, if you're a host that didn't watch that video, in the comments, why don't you put like what your favorite products are? Let's talk about some things that you feel like has to be in an Airbnb, because a lot of hosts are new to this and they don't really know like what you should have. Like I didn't have a tea kettle or a toaster in my homes for the longest time. Basic, can you believe it? So let me talk to you about this. The 2 winners, while you guys are like up in the comments, love you all. So the winner of your name is E on YouTube. I sent you a message. You won the Blink XT2 and you already responded. Thank you, awesome. And the winner of the MINUT Points security system goes to Delia Fry. So both of you, congratulations on winning. Thanks for watching that video and thank you for commenting. All of you, please understand that engagement is a big part of videos. So like this video, pretty please, because this video will perform well if you just simply leave a like. Just leave some love and it will do well. If you want me to burn a fiery death, then don't like. Maybe even leave a dislike. If you hate me that much that you won't like it, at least dislike the video, right? Let's pick one, right? Don't be apathetic, all right? So with that said, not all of my favorite items can be here today. Sadly, some things take a while to ship in. And that one thing that I really wanted to be able to show you, which we did a video on it before, is the point system. So my most favoritist product right now for Airbnb is seriously the MINUT Point system. I've lost properties and I've gotten like not evicted, but I've had buildings that wouldn't renew my leases. And I actually had one where there's a fight with a building where they wanted to retake possession, which is not a technical eviction, but they wanted to undo my leases because of a fight between one of my like tenants in the building. So some stuff has really gone bad. But when things are going to go bad in your home, noise tends to be one of the main reasons why, right? Well, not the main reasons why, but it's a symptom or precursor to problems to come. If people are throwing a party and people are gathering, it's going to get loud. If there's going to be a domestic dispute, like people are going to get into a fight and trash your stuff, or they're just getting too lit, there's going to be loudness, overly loud music, people yelling at each other, stuff like that. So what the MINUT Point system does is it does a few things. It does noise monitoring, which NoiseAware does too, but NoiseAware charges you a membership per device and they stop at noise monitoring. MINUT Point gives you the data, the back data for the noise monitoring too, so you don't lose anything. But you also get motion detection, tamper detection if somebody tries to remove it. You also get heat and cold detection, and this is a way cool little extra value add. Let me tell you why. Not only do you get to tell if somebody is like being loud in your home, but let's say the HVAC breaks. Let's say you're in Florida. It's the middle of the summer, right? It's like July, August, September. And it's 5 p.m. and you get a push notification on your phone that says the temperature is above your range, like above 80 degrees inside your home. now you know that something's wrong with the HVAC, it's not working. So before the guest could arrive, you could call your maintenance guy to come in and fix your heater, cooler, AC unit, so that way when the guest gets there, it's not 90 degrees in there. And I've had to give people tons of refunds because they arrived at 11 p.m. in Houston, where the AC was working at 3 p.m. when we cleaned it, but sometime between 3 p.m. and 11 p.m., that heater AC broke, and the maintenance staff couldn't fix it in time because we had no clue. The person arrived to like a furnace, and that's cost me a lot of money. So I'm using this heating, cooling system to know if the HVAC breaks and to also know if a guest is abusing the AC, because this is what causes an HVAC to break. In Florida, when I traveled at an Airbnb property, they had a really temperamental AC unit. And we turned it down because it was just too hot in there, because the Airbnb host was trying to save money by not using the AC. So we cranked it to try to get it cool faster. Well, the problem with that is it caused the AC to like freeze over, right? Because it had an old air filter, and that humidity like got all over that air filter and started to freeze, and it became like just a sheet of ice. And that's what broke the AC essentially, is it got blocked up and air couldn't go through this sheet of ice. So if somebody's cranking on your AC and it's below like a range, like 68 degrees, if it gets below 68 degrees in your home, you could then call the guest and go, hey, why are you using this AC unit the way that you're using it? You're going to work the thing to death if you try to get it down to 60 degrees. That's just not, no, we're not gonna let you do that. You could also get like a Nest system for your home, but that's like a separate item. And if you already have a Nest, you can monitor this. But if you're looking for one solution for like under 125 bucks, under 150 bucks, that does everything for you, then this is a great one. So these are why I like the point system, because it's like an all-in-one home wellness product. And it's actually in my pitch deck. So when I pitch developers on like taking their whole building or like a floor, the point system is actually in my pitch deck. I use it as a way to say, we take care of the home. Look at this point system. Now, the company, MINUT, is giving us all a 25% off discount, as many as you want to buy. The promo code is like Sean25. So go nuts, or buy one if you only have one property, but they're super helpful. It's my favorite. So now my next favorite product I can actually show you. Did you like this video yet? I hope you did. This thing, the Home Hero knife set from Amazon Prime. It's like a ton of you already have this, don't you? Yeah, you do. I've seen it in the comments. So I like this because it's aesthetic, and this is important because if you're going to take a photo of your kitchen, which let me actually show you photos of my kitchens for some of my Airbnb properties right now. Stage your kitchen to look cool. Put the pots and pans out, have that knife set out, make that place look lovely, because you're selling with your photos, you're telling a story. And these aesthetic Home Hero knife sets, they look cool, don't they? They look way cooler than a wood block, way cooler. So do this. But clean these things. This is a pizza cutter. And yes, somebody will use it and put it back there with all the cheese on it. Yuck, right? So be careful. It's totally great for photos, and photos absolutely are like one of the most important things for your Airbnb, but keep this clean. Otherwise, the guests will be like, oh, this place is dirty. So next item, because not everything I buy is from Amazon or online at all. I actually go to IKEA to buy these. You can buy these online. I'm going to give you description links for all of these products, including this light that I got from IKEA, because I think you can buy it online, but let me show it to you. So wait, how many of you, I'm going to ask you after. Okay, so this is my light. My favorite light ever, maybe, aside from like one or two other ones, but they're thousands of dollars probably. So how many of you, let me put this in there, like that, there we go. Okay, so how many of you like to buy lights because lighting is super important for making a space, but you buy those cheap paper lantern lights, and as they look awesome in the beginning, and then after somebody knocks it over or kicks it or a dog gets to it, they get like scuffed up, or they start to tilt over, or they just look trashy. How many of you? Because that was me. I'd hate to be the only one, or am I the only person that's that dumb to buy a ton of paper lanterns because they looked cool and they were affordable, and then now I've got like a dozen apartments with lights that are like tilted like that. So this doesn't pull that whole leaning tower thing. It doesn't do that. So that's why I like these. They're sturdy. They look good. I like the level of warmth that the bulbs that IKEA sells goes with. I just really like the look. And if you put it with your TV, I see that I put one on each side of the TV and it looks cool. So You can buy them at an IKEA or you can buy them online. I'll show you these other lights later. I don't want to make this a 40-minute video or something. So now this other item I like is actually a combination of two separate products, because if there's ever a space that I'm going to overspend on, it's going to be the pillows, the mattress, the sleep experience. Somebody checks into your home at 11 p.m., goes to the bedroom after maybe taking a nice warm shower, right? So quality towels, quality soaps, quality shower experience. And then they go to bed, right? They wake up, they've got to catch an early flight or they got a meeting. The vast majority of any single night stay is spent sleeping on the bed. So let me show you. First, these are UTOPIA brand, which are super common on Amazon Prime, and these are gusseted goose alternative. So they're feather alternative pillows, which means they're hypoallergenic, which is nice. What is gusseted? Well, gusseted is where this blue stripe on the outside is basically like a strip of fabric that's about that thick, that the top of the pillow and the bottom of the pillow have this strip around the outside. That's gusseted. So a lot of cheap pillows have the top and the bottom and they touch and there's one seam. Well, there's two seams because they put this strip of fabric around the outside to help keep the pillow like full all the way through, instead of like all the stuff bunching to the center and you have these really weird corners. So that's what gusseted is, and they use the blue to kind of like help sell that these pop. It's kind of cool. So the reason why this isn't enough, sure, these are great pillows, but this is not enough. This is one style of pillow for one type of person. My second favorite pillow and my favorite combination of pillows is this. These are gel fiber combo. So these gel pillows are my most stolen item in my Airbnb properties, I think. Unless something else is getting stolen more. Like even like seriously, like if it's not bolted down, like the TVs should all be wall mounted, by the way. But these go missing, right? So these are super comfortable. And the reason why I have these BECKHAM gel-filled ones and then the gusseted ones is because on our king beds we have 4 pillows and we believe you should have 2 separate types of pillows. So different types of people can have the comfort that they would expect, right? So you're kind of, how else can you say it? But you're covering your bases by planning for different types of sleepers. So have a quality bed, have quality pillows, 2 different types of quality pillows. I will spend, if I had to spend more on pillows, this combination of pillows is under $100, I think. If I had to spend more money on pillows, I would. Okay, because the pillows are the most important part of somebody's sleep outside of not having an absolutely trash mattress. So we've got mattresses that we get a good deal on and we're happy with them, but pillows, that's the game changer. So if there's any combination of products that you should buy like that, if you're gonna overspend anywhere, overspend in the bathroom, on the shower experience, and overspend on the sleep. And make sure that your place is clean. Probably the big 3. So I think that's actually the products that I have for you this time. I'm sure there's going to be more that'll pop to me, like decaf coffee. 1 out of 3 guests either drink decaf coffee or drink tea. And so if I'm going to give you one, but I think Dunkin' Donuts is the one I like so far, the best tasting decaf, but I will probably come back at you after doing some extensive research because I don't want to let you guys down on what decaf coffee to buy. So without any further ado, get out of here. Thanks for watching Airbnb Automated. Remember to like the video. I love you all, and I will see you on the other side.